Men and women are fundamentally different, not just in body, but in will, desire, and the way they express themselves. And this isn't some outdated stereotype, but a raw primal fact rooted in evolution and psychology. Trying to ignore it or pretend otherwise is like swimming against the current, wasting energy and missing the flow of life itself. Think about it. Men are wired to conquer, build, and abstract, meaning to take the outside world and shape it into something meaningful, something they can control and dominate. This isn't just about physical power, it's about the drive to create legacies and impose order on chaos. On the other hand, women rule the internal world, the emotional realm, the subtle currents of intuition, connection, and survival. Through social influence, where men take action, women read signals. They manage relationships, they navigate emotional landscapes, and in that lies their power. Now, this doesn't mean women are weaker or less capable. It just means their strength lies in different domains. And when a man tries to force a woman to be like him, to think like him, or live by his rules, he not only misunderstands her, but also loses the unique balance that makes relationships work. Imagine a woman as the master of masks. She wears beauty, charm, and subtlety like armor or weapons, not to manipulate maliciously, but as an evolutionary strategy to survive, thrive, and influence. A world historically dominated by physical force, the mask hides her true intent, emotional complexity, and strategic use of attention and social bonds. These aren't flaws, but essential survival tools. And here is where most modern men fall into traps, projecting their linear logic onto women, expecting directness and honesty. When women communicate often in layers of emotion and nuance, they mistake this for confusion or deception. Instead, it's just a different language, a rhythm they haven't learned to dance with yet. The hardest lesson nature teaches is that women love differently than men. Men love the individual, the woman herself. But women often love the idea, the symbol, the potential, the strength and ambition. A man represents not in a shallow way, but as a biological imperative to align with the strongest seed, the best protector. This means that love from a woman is often conditional, not because she is cruel, but because her nature is designed to secure the best future survival for herself and offspring. So what does this mean for men? Well, it means stop pedestalizing, stop trying to be her savior or emotional crutch. When a man gives up his mission to serve a woman's emotions, he loses respect and, more importantly, loses himself. Modern men fail here daily, drowning in gifts, words, and obedience, trying to win love, but missing the mark because they don't embody the core values. A woman subconsciously craves strength, direction, and independence. Let's get practical. If you are building a business focused and disciplined, and dating a woman who 1 week supports you and the next pulls away, don't panic, don't chase, don't over-explain. Don't beg. Instead, see it as a test. Is she looking for reassurance of your strength? Most of the time, she is. And when you remain grounded, calm, and resolute, she feels safe. In that safety, she softens, not out of submission, but trust. Nature didn't give us a guidebook to women, but a mirror. The deeper you look into that mirror, the more you understand not only women, but yourself. Attracting women isn't about learning lines or tricks. It's about becoming a force of nature, embodying the masculine, fully, not just in muscles or money, but in will, depth, and power. Before you ever seek a woman's attention, you must be worthy, not in her eyes, but in your own. The Übermensch, the Overman Nietzsche spoke of, is not some superhero, but a man who builds his own values, rises above society's lies, and loves by the fire in his soul. This magnetic energy draws women naturally, without effort or pretense. Most men today are lost. They scroll, chase trends, echo opinions, lack vision. And because of that, They repel the feminine not through rudeness, but invisibility. To attract you must exist with weight and self-possession. A man who walks in with purpose doesn't flinch, doesn't seek approval, and that rare presence commands respect. Pain, suffering, and chaos are not curses, but raw material for growth. Integrate your darkness. Turn heartbreak into hunger, betrayal into building, and you radiate a depth that women feel deeply. Women don't want perfect men. They want strong men, imperfect, flawed, but self-assured men who carry their burdens without collapsing. And finally, remember, women are mysterious, cyclical, emotional, and respond not to logic, but energy and presence. Arguing or explaining will never win you. The feminine learn to read the storm, to dance with it without losing your footing. Lead not by control, but by steadiness, direction, and refusal to waver. So to sum up, the primal truth about men and women is that they are different, wired for different domains. And the key to mastering relationships is understanding and embracing these differences, not fighting them. Become the man who embodies purpose, strength, and self-mastery, and watch as the feminine naturally follows. And remember, as Nietzsche and nature taught us, the journey to mastery isn't easy, but it is the path to true power, legacy, and connection. Hope this helps you see the big picture and gives you a fresh perspective on relationships and masculinity. Catch you next time.